We've all heard it a million times, right? Sit up straight. And we usually think it's about looking taller or more confident. But what if I told you that your posture is secretly pulling the strings on everything from how well you breathe to the actual thoughts running through your head right now? Let's dive in and see what's really going on.
Okay, saying your posture is aging you might sound a little dramatic, but just think about it for a second. The way you carry yourself day in and day out, it's not just about how you look. It's fundamentally changing how you breathe, how you move, even where you hold tension in your body. It's like this low-grade chronic stressor that most of us just completely ignore. So what does this actually mean for us in our day-to-day lives? How can something as simple as the angle of your head possibly translate into aches and pains or even mess with your mood? Let's really break it down.
First things first, we have to reframe this whole conversation. Posture is not about vanity. It's a mechanical problem. It's about pure physics. It's how your body is literally fighting against gravity every single second of the day.
And if we're being honest, most of us fall into one of these patterns, right? From that sway back to the super common forward head posture, text neck. And these are not just little aesthetic quirks. No way. Each one creates its own unique blueprint for strain and imbalance, and it sends ripple effects through your entire body. And this right here, this is the core of the issue. Your head weighs about 10 to 12 pounds. Seriously, it's like a bowling ball. And when your posture is off, that weight isn't balanced right. So some of your neck muscles are forced into overdrive, working like crazy, while others just get weaker. This whole mess can even restrict your breathing and make your body way less tolerant of the one thing we all do constantly, sitting.
You see, this isn't just one or two little problems. Poor posture kicks off a domino effect. One little imbalance triggers another, which triggers another, leading to this whole cascade of issues that you might not even realize are connected all the way back to how you sit or stand.
And that chain reaction has very real consequences. We're talking about that nagging neck pain, constant strain on your spine, even headaches. But it goes so much further than that. Because when your posture leads to less efficient breathing, you can end up feeling more tired, more stressed out. It can even start to drag down your mood and your confidence. It's all connected.
Just look at the mechanics here for a second. When your head drifts forward, it throws the entire alignment of your neck and chest out of whack. This puts a direct strain on your respiratory muscles. That means every single breath you take requires just a little more effort. And all of a sudden, that constant feeling of fatigue starts to make a whole lot more sense, doesn't it? The physical cost is pretty obvious, but the connection runs so much deeper. The link between our body and our mind is incredibly powerful, and your posture is a huge part of that conversation. It can actually influence the kinds of thoughts you have access to.
92%. I mean, that is a huge number. What on earth could that possibly have to do with posture?
Well, get this. A study found that 92% of people found it significantly easier to access positive memories and thoughts just by sitting upright compared to when they were slouching. Think about that for a second. Your physical position can literally change the entire landscape of your mind.
Okay, so by now we're all convinced, right? Slouching is bad. So our natural instinct is just to force ourselves to sit bolt upright. But here's the twist. That common advice might actually be part of the problem.
And this is so important. Real, healthy posture isn't about locking yourself into one single rigid position. When you try to force that perfect posture, you often just create a whole new kind of tension somewhere else. It's exhausting, and it's just not sustainable.
So you've really got two paths. There's the old way, which is stiff, static, and tense. And let's be honest, it's a temporary fix at best. Then there's the better way, which is all about being dynamic. It's about restoring mobility, encouraging movement, and strengthening the right muscles to build better habits that actually last.
So if forcing it doesn't work, what does? Let's get into the real actionable stuff. This isn't about doing a complete overhaul of your life overnight. It's about weaving small, consistent changes into your day. So where do you begin? With simple daily habits. Start by raising your phone up to eye level instead of dropping your head down. Try to get up from your desk every 30 to 60 minutes. Just walk a little more. The whole goal is to stop collapsing into that same C shape for hours on end.
Now let's get even more specific with 4 super simple drills. And this is not some hardcore workout, okay? Think of these as your daily reset button. Quick movements you can do in just a few minutes to counteract the effects of sitting all day.
First up, the chin tuck. This is the direct antidote to text neck. It gently strengthens those deep muscles in the front of your neck that get all stretched out and weak from looking down at our phones and screens all the time.
Next, the doorway pec stretch. You know how all that slouching makes our shoulders round forward and tightens our chest? Well, this stretch does the exact opposite. It just opens everything back up and helps reverse that hunched over shape.
Third, we've got wall angels. This one is absolutely fantastic for improving the coordination and strength in your upper back and shoulders. It's basically teaching your body how to maintain a better, more open shoulder position.
And finally, cat-cow. Because remember, posture isn't static, it's about movement. This drill is all about gently restoring that mobility and flexibility throughout your entire spine, really waking it up after it's been stuck for a while. And if you remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this. Consistency matters so much more than intensity. You do not need to spend an hour a day on this. Just a few minutes. Done consistently every day, that is what creates real, lasting change. Ultimately, your posture isn't just how you stand. It's a reflection of your daily habits. This isn't about achieving some perfect, rigid ideal. It's about creating habits that support a stronger, more resilient, and more vital you. So the only question left is, what habits will you choose to make yours?